Hi, I'm going to be reading my story, High Rise, a final report from this issue of the Portland Review. High Rise, a final report. Summary of findings. Inside the building is a small planet. The planet is named Lil Earth and is approximately 3 meters in circumference. It is inflatable and has a little clear plastic inflation nipple sticking out in the middle of the Atlantic, about 100 kilometers due west of the Azores. Back when people worked inside the building, they used to bat Lil Earth around during meetings, blissfully unaware that Lil Earth was a fully functioning planet with a fully functioning Lil ecosystem, Lil flora and fauna, Lil humans, Lil infrastructure, etc., all of which they were destroying by treating it as a beach ball. These same workers may have been equally ignorant of the theory that our Earth may in fact be the Lil Earth of some other much larger planet, and so on, such that the infinite yet disposable nature of the universe is suggested Matryoshka doll-like by this cheap toy globe that someone bored with the office decor once bought at a drugstore for $1.95. Inside the building is a vending machine. The machine dispenses edible replicas of other buildings. Among these are the world's most iconic structures: the Eiffel Tower, the Taj Mahal, the Statue of Liberty, the Sydney Opera House, the Kremlin, the Pyramids of Giza, etc. But instead of tasting like candy or chocolate, the buildings are artificially engineered to taste exactly as you would imagine those buildings tasting, building-flavored buildings. The vending machine is covered with decades of dust from disuse. Inside the building is an artificial waterfall. Even the water itself is artificial, manufactured on the 79th floor out of synthetic hydrogen and oxygen molecules that are forced to awkwardly mingle like coworkers at a bad office party. The artificial water tastes just like regular water, but it can kill you if you drink it. Inside the building is an elevator. 681,426 people have used it. On the elevator, there have been 18,962 conversations about the weather. There have been 3,438 serious flirtations and 1,567 cases of in-elevator harassment. The elevator has become stuck between floors 961 times. There are 27 buttons on the elevator wall, including 2 emergency buttons and a 15th floor button that does not work and has never worked. It is unclear what is on the 15th floor, or indeed if the 15th floor exists. There have been 17 full-fledged sexual encounters in the elevator, 5 of which have involved more than 2 people. 4 people have died on the elevator. 3 marriage proposals have taken place, one of which was filmed and received considerable attention in the local press. The other involved a lonely young man who proposed marriage to the elevator itself. The elevator has yet to give a response, though the man wrote it up and down religiously every weekday for 5 years of his life. The elevator remains eerily quiet, as if still weighing this offer. Inside the building is a child's playground. The children who once played here have since grown up, lived their lives, and died, all within the playground's confines. Now there are only seesawing ghosts, tetherballing apparitions, spirits of the monkey bars, a haunting hinting at the very idea of children, a chilling personification of the high cost of lost time. Inside the building is a library. The only books in the library are books about the building itself, the history of its design and construction, the chronicles of the people who have lived and worked within its walls, and the items found inside it. In fact, much of this report has been cribbed from the books within this library. This library is not a lending library, and this prohibition is strictly enforced. If even a single one of the books is removed without proper approval, the building will not only cease to exist, it will cease to have ever existed. Even the very idea of buildings itself may well be forgotten, reduced to bits of dirt too small to be recognizable as rubble. The building contains the blood and sweat of all the people who were involved in constructing it so many decades ago. But it does not contain their tears. Their tears are stored in a separate facility where they are studied as part of a top secret government study on suicide rates among construction personnel. Later, the tears are desalinized and evaporated back up into the clouds. Then, the tears of the building's original builders rain down upon us, reminding us of all the sacrifices that dot the landscapes we take so much for granted.